Hi guys, in this video I'm going to try to really quickly go through part 1 of the Unit 3 practice test, but I will tell you 5th period starts in about 7 minutes, so we'll see how far we can get through this. But I do want you guys to have a video going over the answers for the practice quiz to help you study, because again, tomorrow we have the part 1 test for Unit 3. All right, so let's dive in. This first part here is just asking us to simplify, okay? There is no answer necessarily. You're going to end up with an actual equation as your answer. So, just like if this was an equation, my first step is going to be to do that distributive property. Okay, so I'm going to multiply 4 times 2x, which will give me 8x. And then I'm going to multiply 4 times 1, which gives me 4. Okay, now this minus sign in front of the parentheses, remember that means I'm going to flip. And flipping, if you remember our tiles, just means that I'm changing the sign. So this right here is positive 5, so I'm going to turn that to minus 5. And then this is minus x, so I'm going to turn it to plus x. Now I just have to combine like terms. So I see an, oh, that did not do a highlighter. I see, why is that not working? And, oh, okay. Well, I see an 8x, and I see, why did I do that by color? An x. Okay, so I can combine those together, and I get 9x. And then I also see a plus 4 and a minus 5. So I can combine those to get negative 1, and that is your answer. That is as simple as you can get. Okay, so we're just kind of trying to simplify this and combine as much as we can. All right, number 2 is the same thing, but now it's kind of better because we don't have any distributive property or flipping like we did in the last problem. But now we have these x squareds. Now it's still the same thing, okay? So if we're thinking about our tiles, remember those x squared tiles are those big squares. And then we have our x's and our ones. So these are just 3 different kinds of tiles that can't be combined. So we're going to keep those separate. So I have a 3x squared and a minus x squared. So if I start with 3 and I take 1 away, now I have 2x squared. All right, I see a minus x and a plus 4x. So if I have negative x and I add 4 x's, in other words, if I am negative $1 and I get $4, now I'm positive 3. And then last but not least, I see a plus 5 and a minus 10. So if I have $5 and I have to pay somebody 10, now I am short $5. And that is as simple as we can get, right? Those are the 3 different kinds of tiles. So there's nothing else we can do there. And that is our answer. All right, moving right along. Part 2 here is actually asking us to do some solving. So I'm going to get an answer of x equals something. And of course, first step is going to be the distributive property you're flipping. So I don't see any over here on the left, but I do see some on the right. Okay, I see some flipping. Since I don't have any flipping or zero pairs on the right, flipping or distributive property on the right, I might as well combine those as well in this first step. Okay, so for the left, I have negative 2x minus an x. So I'm already negative 2, and then I have to minus another one. So now I am negative 3x, and I still have plus 4. On the right, I'm going to do that flipping. So I still have 4, but now minus 2x minus 8. And then I need to do some zero pairs over here on the right. So I'm going to keep the left the same. Then over here, I have 4, I pay 8, so now I am negative $4. Okay, now it is time to start thinking about what is important. Okay, so first let's focus on the x's. I have a negative 3x and a negative 2x. And remember, I don't want to be negative, right? I want to be positive. So if I add 3x to both sides, that would make me negative. Now, why wouldn't I want to get rid of that negative 2x? Well, if I focused on that negative 2x and added 2x to both sides, this side over here would still be a negative x, and I don't like that. That's messy. I don't want to know what negative x is. I want to know what x is. Okay, so I'm going to add 3x's to both sides. Okay, on the right, or I'm sorry, on the left, these are going to cancel out, and I have 4. Over here, now I'm positive. I've got an x, and then I still have that minus 4. So now I've got all the x's on one side, but now I need to focus on this minus 4. So if I add 4 to both sides, okay, these cancel out. Now I have x by itself, and x is equal to 8. And that is your answer for this one. And the bell's going to ring in about 30 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and then I'll have to make a separate video after school for the rest of the practice quiz.